You have this great ability to heal yourself. You see, we all have this ability, but because of the society we live in, or maybe the thoughts we have and the beliefs, many people don't see that they can actually heal themselves. You see, this is not something that is limited only to certain special people or shamans in the forest or chosen people. We all have this capability to heal ourselves. You see, and you may be going through any sort of situation. I may not know the details. You may have gone through something in the past that was traumatic or a great impact on your life. But I want you to know that that is in the past and you can heal from that. But likewise, there's a certain point that we reach in the healing process that we must let go of the past. We must let go of those situations. You see, that healing process is first looking in that direction we do not want to look, looking in that past, looking in that trauma, and extracting out what we need to. The information, the feelings, the thoughts, everything that we need to, we extract it out. And what is left, that residual, that waste, we let that go. Because at the end of the day, we are living here and now in the present. And so whatever is in the past, we must let it go. And so it is essentially a purposeful look, a purposeful visiting of the past in order to learn and to understand. But eventually we let go. And we do not identify as that past version of ourselves. That is part of healing, is finally letting go of that past identity and realizing where you are now is not the same place as where you were in the past. And where you headed will not be the same place that you were in the past. And so part of our journey, part of our experience and our reality in healing ourselves is coming to terms not only with the past, not only with the present, but as well as the future. And being completely okay and present with life as it is. Being okay with how things were in the past and letting them go. As well as being okay with whatever future may happen. And just being here and now. And living. And the fruits of our actions, maybe the fruits of our actions, we cannot necessarily control them, but what we can control is right here and right now. Okay? So you don't know that book that you're writing, that you're putting all your effort right here, right now. You may not know what's going to happen when you publish it, but you do know right near here and right now, you are putting your heart and your soul into your craft, right? And that is just an example. That goes for anything that you are creating or that you're doing in your life. Anything. Okay? Allow yourself to recognize that you are powerful. Allow yourself to recognize that you are capable of so much in this life. Allow yourself to be confident and have confidence in yourself. Okay? Your past, at a certain point, it does not matter. It only matters if you identify with it and keep replaying that story in your head of who you are and who you were. But at a certain point, that trauma does need to be cut off. I mean, even if you go back in my channel, you'll see I was a very different person and I had different traumas back then. But now I'm living a completely different life. One I couldn't have imagined when I first started this channel. And so I'm grateful for that. But that is also why I'm here talking to you, because I have also experienced this firsthand myself. So I'm not just someone telling you, do this, do that, blah, 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 it'll save your life. No. I'm actually just giving you some practical knowledge on how to heal yourself and in the process, and coming from a place of knowing and experiencing what it was like to really dive into the depths of the parts of myself I did not like and my past, and to be okay with it now where I am at in my life, and to not identify with those past stories, but realize I am living a completely different life. But I think there are a lot of people out there who are living those completely different lives, but maybe they haven't fully acknowledged it in their energy. You know, maybe it's still energetically they're paying attention to those past ideas and stories. So really just take a look at who you think you are, and what you are still holding on to that does not serve you. Okay? And depending on how much attention you have paid to that story, that old timeline, you may still need to look at it and feel it and understand it. But for some of us, you know, there's some situations where we have already understood, and is at the point where we just let go and let it dissolve and not identify with it. So we bring in new space for this new reality we're creating moving forward in our lives. And that is incredibly beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. The process of change, of alchemization within ourselves. You know, when a butterfly, when a caterpillar wants to change into a butterfly, it must let go of its cocoon at some point. It cannot stay the hermit forever. It cannot stay sheltered, concealed, hiding away forever. It must come out of its cocoon, emerge as something new, and leave behind the old. Just as a phoenix rising from the ashes, you too can burn and alchemize your past and rise up as something even greater. But don't just take my words from it. Put it into practice, and you will see it in front of your eyes, how much you have changed and how you can emerge on the other side of that trauma as something spectacular, as a form of yourself that is more complete, more whole, more confident, higher vibrational, and more aligned to your truest nature. And I just think ultimately the process of change is a one of beauty. And I think that people, specifically the ego and the mind, can try and resist this. But when we send ourselves back in the present moment, making those changes and accepting and this, you know, surrendering to those changes becomes easier. I mean, even in my own life, there are changes that I am making in my patterns, my habits, my beliefs. And that's something that sparked this video, because I noticed there were some things that I was still holding on to, some stories. And I've let them go, and I'm very grateful because I feel lighter. I feel like there are not things weighing me down as much. I feel more free and more like an individual. Rather, more like a new individual, I suppose. More like a newer version of myself that is not weighed down by the weights and the stories of the past, but rather an individual who has space to create and add new stories and new adventures into their life. That is how I feel right now. And so I'm grateful to be at this point. And I'm grateful to be able to talk to you and help you realize that this is available for you all the time, this healing. And I'm just grateful that you would spend your time here with me today. And if you did get some value out of it, you know, a like would be appreciated. I'd love to hear from y'all down below in the comments, both of which help me out in my videos. Because we just really send in love here, you know. That's really what life is really about. It's just that high vibrational love. And I believe, even small things like that, we can really help out each other. So, I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm here. So, you know, but it's a lot of love. It's a lot of gratitude. And if you want to kick with me some more, you can actually join me on a guided live meditation in the link down below on my Patreon. I would love to see you there. It's a great time and we can just be present and vibing and having a good time seeing the true nature of reality. Regardless, I hope you have a wonderful day and you alchemize yourself into your highest possible timeline. One love. I'll see you later.